Guys, welcome back to Relaxed Running. Tyson Popplestone here. Now, if you're new to the sport of running, one thing that might have come as a massive surprise to you is how far you can run before you get exhausted. It's often not as far as you thought you might have been able to run. So in today's video, I want to leave you with 3 simple strategies to get you doubling how far you can run in a really short period of time. All right, at the risk of sounding far too obvious for the first one, you need to slow down. Honestly, this is something that so many brand new runners just don't even think of. We go out, we've never really had to think about the pace that we're running at before. So the idea of trying to monitor or moderate the pace that we're running at doesn't even come into our mind. I often say to new runners, run at a pace that you'd be embarrassed to be seen running at, and then slow down a little bit from there. The idea of running at a pace you'd be super embarrassed to be seen running at forces you to consider what pace you're actually running at. Now, depending on how far you're currently running, how far you're trying to run is going to dictate just how slow you need to run. Don't worry about that just yet. Bring it back to a super slow pace, work on that foundation, develop that foundation, and then through time, you're going to be able to continually improve the distance that you're running. All right, the second one. Now, a classic, little cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your marathon career is not going to be built overnight either. So there is so much focus that we need to pay on being consistent. Running's not a sport, just like anything else, where you're going to get out there for a week or 2 weeks or even a month and see just drastic differences in the way that you're running. You need to be doing it month on month, year on year. So consistency is key. If you've been doing it for a couple of weeks and you feel tired, you haven't seen the breakthroughs that you're wanting to see just yet, maybe you're frustrated, maybe you just want to throw in the towel, hold up a little bit, back it off. Consistency over a 6-month period, a 12-month period is going to start to see some incredible results in your running. So if you're frustrated, don't stress. We've all been there. Running is a sport that seems to favor those who stick at it for the longest amount of time. You're no exception to that rule. So don't hurry. You're going to be in this sport for a long time. Take your time as you build up and watch the ability to increase the distance you run improve. All right, third and final one for today is consider joining a group of athletes at your level or slightly ahead of where you are. Not only does that social element of the running make it more enjoyable, you don't have to be so focused on the pain and the discomfort that you're going through, but it also encourages you to stay with a particular group. If you've got a couple of people who are quite comfortable at a pace that you're finding it a little bit difficult to stick to, being with them is going to encourage you to put a little bit more effort in. You're going to be encouraged, you're going to be inspired. It's going to help you increase the distance that you're running, which obviously in a sport of running is really crucial when it comes to improving or increasing how far you can run. Now, the truth is there are so many ways that you can improve the distance that it is that you're running. Let me know your favorite ways to have done it in the comments below. Have I missed anything? What else should I add? What was the major thing in your own running career that allowed you to increase the distance that you're running? Would love to read those comments just down below. If you've got any questions, make sure to ask them, and I'll see you guys all really soon. In the meantime, happy training, and if you've got any questions, feel free to whack them in the comments below.